Good evening, everyone. Good evening for a very exciting session on how to make human face with an approximate proportion of 1 is to 0.6. Hi, everybody. My name is Rajendra Bhatia, a 68-year young boy representing Creative Edge, one of the subsidiaries of Top Rankers. Friends, one of problem with the sketching, particularly the human figure, has been to bring about an important and effective proportion, both in length and width. And when we talk of face, it again becomes a little painful niche of the um, sketching arena. Here I'm going to ease out everything for you. Firstly, and let us start with a simple understanding what a face is. Face comprise of a sphere in a two-dimension area. A sphere can be represented with a circle and a triangle. That means if we talk of the head, it is the sphere and the cone that eventually make a face. We have been talking about human figure, like a head to the rest of the body is 6.5 times. That means including head, it is 7.5 times altogether to the size of head. That means head to chin. However, what should be the ratio between head to chin and ear to ear? That's my target of giving you 1 is to 0.6 ratio. Let us work it out. Let us work out with one simple sketch of the face. Let us say that this is the size for which we are making a face. Right? The circle is about 3/4 of the total head size. It is very simple to take out the 3/4. Take half and lower half again half. To this, we should have a perfect circle. To bring about that perfect circle, take middle of this and make 4 square. On the cross line of the squares, take arches. And the formula is we join the arches with maximum possible curvature. Now from head to ear, There comes a pocket like a depression here, a depression here. Okay? What we do, we already have got half of the circle with a vertical line. Divide it into, now there are four equal parts. And on the peripheral side, outer side, again divide it into two parts. So we have got 1 upon 8 here, to which we chip off, we cut off. So 1 plus 8, 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 makes it 2, 4. 2, 8, 1, 1, 4. Okay? What was the size we were taking? We were taking a size of 3/4 of the total head to chin size. Right? So how much was it? This was 0.75. The circle size to the head size is 0.75, rounding it off to zero point 0.8. Now remember this, and let us first construct it so that you get an interest of how to really work out the head. That is, head to chin is the target of sketching the face. I erase out some of the construction lines. Incidentally, this line, the middle line of the initial circle, marks the eyebrow. It depends on your individual choice how thick you make the eyebrows. Below that are the eyes, making the eyes, eyelid, the upper eyelid with two semicircle, joining at the ends. Now remember, this pocket is to accommodate the external pinna. But before that, let us complete the most interesting part of the face, and that is eyes. When we make the iris, half of the iris is hidden behind the eyelid, and the pupil and the cornea. Leave a little light here. The distance between two eyes, this portion, is equal to the size of one eye. Everybody knows it by now, I believe, if you have been doing some sketches. What is new in my today's demonstration is that ratio that we shall be calculating it out. little later. Between the eyebrow and the upper part of the chin lies the tip of the nose. And always remember, nose start from eyebrow and not from the corner of the eye. Accommodate the whole eyeball here. A little spread out tip of the nose so as to accommodate the nostril. Between tip of the nose and the upper part of the chin lies the middle of the two lips. Get a little smiling face. External pinna, the ear from the eyebrows. It just takes the reverse of the eyebrow movement. Starts from exactly where the eyebrow ends, in the line with it, moves upward as the eye also goes upward in the other direction. Then comes down and in the line with the tip of the nose is the attachment of pinna. However, the flap lies a little down below. Always remember that the face of human being bilaterally symmetrical, so you should be able to take the curvature quite in reverse to the other side. As you can see that the face is more like a girl's face. Let me make the eyebrow a little bigger. And then once we finish it, sorry, the eyelashes little bigger, and we give it a look of a girl. Little division. We'll come back to the calculation afterwards. As far as the neck is concerned, take neck between the bottom of the external pinna and the chin. That is here. Remember, for a girl, the neck would be thinner and longer because of weak trapezius muscle. Weak trapezius muscle makes the neck a little longer. In case of male, the trapezius muscle is here, coming from back, of course, so the neck become thicker. This is in the case of male. But in case of female, it is weaker, so it goes longer. take the side lark quite long because they never shave off the side lark. So they become fairly long comparing the male. In fact, since we are dealing with anatomy, the fact remains that the ear are hidden when you have a look from front, those of girls. However, I am letting it see through because we need to deal with the anatomy of the face here. We are in a learning process. Okay, friends, so this is how you complete a phase. And now let us come on to our basic formula of 1 is to 0.6. See the head sizes from here, that is the head to the chin, that is 1. 1 is the head size. We have already calculated out that from the 3/4 of the head size, the circle to which we rounded off to zero point 0.8. 3/4 is equal to 0.75 of the length to which we rounded off to 0.8. From 0.8 head, now if you recollect, we actually chipped off 1/8 from this side and 1/8 from this side, making it 1/4 of the total zero point 0.8. So 1/4 into zero point 0.8 makes it 0.6. Oh, see, sorry, 1/4 minus, that is zero point 0.8 minus 1/4, that makes it 0.6. So we already had the circle of 0 0.8 size of the total head, and then we have chipped off 0.2 out of zero point 0.8. That makes it 0.6 as the width of the total head size. That is where we achieve 1 is to 0.6 ratio of length of head to the width of the head. Any questions you can ask me. I'm sure the calculation is simple for you. As an incentive of all this, today I'm also going to give you something interesting in the human figure. Do you know you can make human figure with help of 16 trapezium, 4 rectangles, and 2 small circle, 1 semicircle. I write it down. one semicircle, circle, four rectangles, and 16 trapezium. I call human figure as 16 trapezium magic. Let's see. Firstly, we divide this line into 8 equal parts. For faster calculation, we make it round figure. Instead of 7.5 head, we round it off to 8 heads. Now, as we calculated out the head size to be 1 is to 0.6 in length to width ratio. However, here the calculation start with a semicircle which is taken at the top of the. Now you have to remember, you have to take this line equivalent to slightly more than half this size. That will be 0.6. Take a semicircle here. So first, then giving a double line here, take a trapezium. Divide it into two, the second section, and equivalent to this size. This is where the chin is. This is where the head is. This is where the shoulders are. So male figure shoulders are one head apart from the center. That means shoulder to shoulder distance is 2 head. Now make a trapezium here. I'm not counting this small cylinder here. Then taking an inverted trapezium. Proper trapezium. Cylinder. You can call it as cylinder or you can call this one as trapezium. Then the count will increase to 18 trapezium. Some of you may like to, this is one trapezium, this is another trapezium. One may like to keep calculating the trapezium and cylinders. Remember friends, if you are taking this as trapezium, inverted trapezium, then the trapezium number will increase to 18 and the cylinder number will get reduced to 2. Small circle here. Another trapezium. The two trapezium. At the trapezium almost into a rhombus position. The stick figure is done. Give it a look of human figure by making the eyes, iris, removing the line, nose, lips, ear, hair, further detailing of the digits and all that. Quickly, we give it clothing and look at the beauty of the human structure. Okay, so let us count down to trapezium. Trapezium number one was this, T1. T2 was this. This was inverted trapezium T3. This was T4, T5, T6, T7, T8, T9, T10, T11, T12. Then, if you are taking this as trapezium, T13, now the counting has come on this side, the proper size. T14, T15, T16, T17, T18. How many cylinder? C1 and C2. How many semicircle? C1 semicircle. SC. Only one. So what did we decide beginning? One semicircle, two small circle, CR1, CR2, four rectangles instead of that. Rectangle is that's what I was counting as cylinder. Lastly, after you shade it, this rectangle get turned into cylinder. So I counted it as C1 and C2. So we have got one semicircle, one, two circle, cylinder to what I was initially calling as rectangle, 2 instead of 4 because trapezium have increased from 16 to 18. Some may count this as trapezium, so that will become 20. So those are the digits. Interesting? And friends, when you start using this method, not only that you will be able to remember the division, it will be a perfect proportionate human figure, and this can be done well within 2 minutes. Some of them may be doing it in 1.5 minutes, including the way you do a clothing on top of the bare body sketch. So friends, we had, instead of just one, 2 lectures completed or 2 tasks completed. One that the head 1:0.6 ratio and a formula for human figure. Any question, you let me know, else we can call it a day. Thank you very much for being with me. I'm sure you have liked it. Do give me thumbs up on the while watching it, as well as subscribe to the channel. That's where you will get more notifications and you are linked with me. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye for now, since I don't find any major questions asked.